Well, I'm back again. I need to get myself a new computer, lads. And I just need a bit more time to figure out how to. I'm kind of halfway there now, but jump in there. These two lads are brothers. I taught that lad in the school, and I met that lad in the nightclub in Clarence. It's a funny old ball game. Myself and the other Hardy Bucks did a live show in the Clarence. I think it was about 2011. There was a few chats taken on stage. There's Simon Strange, oi oi boys. Shawnee and Thornton. Stream went down, was buffering like fuck beforehand. Yeah, it just doesn't have the juice in the tank. So I need to get a new computer. So anyone with any computer stuff that you want to give away, send them to me, and I get a PO box job if you want. I don't know what the hell to do, lads, because
just have different parts. The graphics card flying in, motherboard,
lads chopping pieces,
whatever you have lying around.
Yeah, the Corona has. I'm fucked now at this stage. Like I'm going into savings now, and it's a fucking nightmare. And yeah, I'll be out in the fucking building sites before too long.
The woman fell past.
Max Darwin. It's nice to do an early evening stream, because usually it's in the top of the morning. In the right, Marcus?
Aye.
These boys don't stop. Do you ever smoke fucking weed hash?
No, I don't.
I did a fucking brilliant. I did a podcast with a guy called Stevie Clausen the other day. He used to be Johnny Thunders guitarist, and for those of you who've never heard of Johnny Thunders, he was in a band called the New York Dolls, which was like they paved the way for the punk movement. He turned up 2.5 hours late for the interview, and then when I turned up, I'd had a few drinks. I met some people out there who I hadn't seen for years, friends of Pete and Tom. They used to work together. So he goes, yeah, we go up to my place and we smoke a bit of a joint and drink some wine. I was like, yeah, sounds good, man. I was like, he was in a bit of a, he was a bit sauced up. So I was like, this interview is going to go one way or another. And we had a bit of an old fucking smoke job. And my brain turned into just like a bowl of fucking Heinz spaghetti hoops. And so when I was trying to, for the audience who weren't privy to this rock and roll scene, I was trying to illustrate who they were, but at the same time trying to remain coherent as possible to the smoke. And I'd insulted him because he said, you don't know your fucking history, man. This interview is over. I'll give you a little bit of an example about it. A sneak peek. So we're gonna get this live stream going eventually. Once I have the hardware and I have all the bells and whistles, I will. If any of you guys want to donate, there's become a Patreon or I'm gonna try and get Streamlabs set up. So if you're used to fucking donating to the Viper, just do that, and please hit the thumbs up as well, guys. I really appreciate that, and put your notification on as well for all that old YouTube shite that you hear all the lads saying. Is what I'm saying to you now, and he'll tell you he's one of these Generation Z boys.
Yeah, subscribe.
He's
buttons down below.
He's millennial. I'm a fucking, what would I be? Old school. I'm probably the first wave of the millennial generation, or the last bit of Generation X. Whatever this fucking shit means, man. As Fred Durst would say, Generation X, Generation Strange. Sun don't even shine through a window pane. So go ahead and talk shit. Talk shit about me. I'm a future generation. Which were these lads? They were the future generation. So God bless Fred Durst and the Biscuit. We got Keen Ryan, Max Darwin, TQ, Cannibolics. Shawnee's changed his name. Fair play to him. Johnny Kennedy, Eddie Durkin, Sweden. Running a rent boy ring. Oh, Jerry called you. John Kennedy. He's enough cheek for another ass. These lads are fucking going to the highest bidder. I'm going getting fucking. I was gonna mention some Irish politicians there, and I thought best not. That'd be slander. Now I'll play you a little touch of how this interview went. I was gonna go back into him tomorrow and say we'll redo the podcast, but just turn up with a bag of ice cold cans and just
make him do it.
Make him do it. But here's just make him do it. But this is where it kind of started going wrong. Well, actually, this will give you a bit of a touch of how it went. Crack, it's an interesting night, and there's a lot of questions I want to ask him, and we will get round to it. And I hope you're sticking with the Mark Maloney rock and roll show here.
You're trying to say,
keep it going.
No, I'm sorry, man. I did.
So, yeah, man. So the next question.
Switch that motherfucking thing off, man. I want to answer another thing for you.
Come on, we've only done 20 minutes.
We've only done 20 minutes, eh?
Yeah. So
we're doing picture too.
No, it's just.
So
this is how that interview went.
I want to go home.
So tell me this.
His voice would turn milk.
Back to New York, when you went to New York as a 17-year-old, how was that? Because for most kids, New York seems like a place that's really, really far away and in films. But to actually go at 17.
No, it was fantastic in those days.
Did you have any family over there or anything? Or did you just decide to?
Not really. I had quite a lot of friends. I knew quite a lot. I knew a lot of girls from Stockholm that lived there and worked there. Actually, most of them were like strippers or,
pole dancers. I love this, like, voice like a cement mixer full of Spanish.
Oh man, so yeah, I don't know what to do. I mean, this maybe he sounds like a lovely man. Sounds like Pingu. Oh, G, I was going to mention G earlier on. This legend G. I was telling the lads earlier on. They picked me up and brought me back in the car. And I was telling them earlier on about when a couple of lads were on the Discord group the other night, and there was an echo. One of them had the window open in the background. G writes, "Any danger of no echo there?" That was brilliant, man. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, so that lad sounds like the Russian cosmonauts in Armageddon. You're a lovely bunch. You're a lovely bunch. Do you have subtitles for that, man? The taste are wrong. Lads, hit the thumbs up, please. Please thumb me up. Stick your thumb up my arse, lads. Whoa, where did that come out of? Fucking hell. Oh. But, yeah, so, yeah, I'm gonna maybe I just have to concede and buy a fucking new computer. One of those computers. You know what I mean? Computers. I'll ring up. Hello, is that fucking China? Not the China, the wrestler, the woman who died, who was in porno films after that. Not after she died, obviously, but before it. Was there fucking drugs involved? Was there? Depression? Drugs. Oh, drugs. Anyway, listen, China. I'm looking for China, the country. I'm looking for cheap computers. Fujitsu jobs, is it?
Woohoo.
Cunts, huh? Cunts. Who's the handsome fella to your right? Durkin. Introduce yourself there. These boys
from Sligo, boy. I know.
They're Sligo boys living in Sweden. They're fucking half Swedish, half Irish.
That's your stuff.
There's 10 years between them.
About that, yeah.
About that, yeah.
Crazy.
These lads are the modern day computer wizard boys who grew up with computers. So I'm trying to get them to Sky boy, yeah. So the funny thing is, I was teaching music in a school with this, and my mate John O'Kearns, who played Robbie O'Schnochter, he was like, "Marty, there's an Irish lad here in school. He wants to say hello to you." And he was like, "Are you really Eddie Durkin?" And I was like, "I am, yeah." And he's like, "Why are you here in school?"
What the fuck went wrong?
Yeah. So ended up losing the job, but there's a guy, an English guy called Stuart and Frederick, the fucking
They're fucking cunts out there.
Yeah, they will get this. You see that? Yeah. It'll fucking blake their face, as the boo would say. I'll get done for fucking doing lads in. So
kneecap shot.
Oh, the fucking works, man. The Mutante job. Cunts. TQ knows well the crack. Anyone? What's the crack in Ireland, man? Is the lockdown of power stuff? Mikey Reinhardt. Woo! Thanks, Mikey Reinhardt. Thank you very much, sir.
Towards the computer, is it?
We need to get like big fucking heavy hitters like yourselves need to be in the live chat. So Mikey Reinhardt, do me a favor. If you're on Twitter, get in touch. And I'll give you a link to the Discord, Eddie Durkin at Twitter. I'll give you a link. You can hang out with all the boys, man. Another one, Graham Russell's another hard hitter at the old, it's like fucking. I'm gonna set up a Eddie Durkin or a fucking Maloney's Digest Discord group so I can lads can jump in there as well. Once I get this shit sorted out, I want to have a platform where I can bring you guys in to chat, have the crack. It'll be like a live kind of talk radio vibe going on, and you can talk about whatever you want, have good crack, and it'll just be like a fucking mobile party shop. And that's it. Yurt and Ernie. I might get that out. I'm going to do a podcast this week with Emmett Kerwin, who did, he was in Sarah and Steve, and he did Dublin Old School, the play, then the movie. He's going to be joining me during the week. I reached out to, did you ever see Boondock Saints? One of the lads in that guy called Sean Patrick Flannery. I'm in touch with him as well. But if you guys have any...
Virtual pub, where did I hear that?
Virtual pub. Oh! Cons.
Twister.
But if any of you guys have any podcast guests that you would like me to get on, anyone at all, just hit me up and I'll make a talk shite about Corey Feldman, man. Keelan Feely, man. Corey Feldman is a very strange dude. Like Eddie Jerkins' love line. Yeah, Corey Feldman. That'd be someone I'd like to get on the chat. I'll say, so Corey, man, did you get touched up by Spielberg? Or what's the fucking crack? And I can't talk about that. I wanted to make a movie about it, and I needed $6 million. I think he raised about $1 million. Released this movie and apparently live streamed it to subscribers, and then he was saying that, oh, my attackers wanted to take off my movie from the internet. So I don't know what the fucking caper was there, but no way. Boondock Saints, legendary movie, Shawnee Thornton. Yeah, with me and French Toast met at a sci-fi convention here a couple of years ago, and Samwise Gamgee, who interestingly enough is very good mates with Feldman. There was a big queue of lads wanting to meet him, but then the man from Boondock Saints was there, and he had like a jiu-jitsu gi on, black belt. Me and French Toast were like, fuck me, are you a black belt in BJJ? And he's like, that's right, man, I got my own studio in LA, you guys should come and roll with us. I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna try and go. No, Shawnee! Hey, there's a fucking invite to the fucking the job. The cheap fucker. Now you're grand. Shawnee, you're putting my kids through college. It won't be the best college. It'll be just like the college down the road, like the local fucking IT.
Bob, you'll have the Chinese computer now.
Oh, the Chinese computer. I'm going. Mikey Higgins. Fucking fair play to you. These lads have the heart of an old pony. Story hate. No flub to you, Martin. Good luck. Thanks very much.
Show the doggy in here.
Come here. Quato, come here. Come here. The dog was a bit fucking mindful of the new lads coming into the house. Come here, Matt.
Russian Baba.
Come here. Look at that. He's behaving like a cat. Do you know what I mean? He's one of these.
Go around in circles.
Corey Haim, Max Darwin. Unfortunately, Corey Haim died a few years back, so we won't be getting him on, but we could do a seance with Mystic Meg. Let me see. I had another. Get David Icke on the podcast for mad chats. I wouldn't mind getting David Icke on the podcast. They would be mad chats. And I'll tell you one thing, I'd fucking go places talking to that lad, man. You know what I mean? I'd say. But I want to get David Icke on the podcast and ask him off-topic questions, such as like, what did you think of Liverpool winning the league, and are you a fan of Jurgen Klopp? And just ask him, do you remember the glory days of Faustino Asprilla when he did the somersault for Newcastle? And just talk about Jordi Cruyff, fucking Jan Molby, or just random footballers in the 80s and 90s. So just see, just ask him, what does he think about, does he like cooking? What's his favorite food? Kind of shit, you know what I mean? What's his favorite films? LFC Championes, yes indeed. Oisin Campbell, any luck getting Roger Clark on? Do we still need to play? Yeah, I still haven't played it yet. The Red Dem. I should just watch a lot of lads playing it and just watch most of the FMV. What does FMV stand for again? It was FMV. It was like film. FMV was always like the cutscenes in video games. Jerry Hannon on the podcast. Jerry Hannon it is. Who's Jerry Hannon when he's at home? Bite my bills, Ballyhonus. Any someone's doing the bells at mass. Someone's doing the bells at mass. Fully maxed vehicle.
Together we stand up.
Oh, exactly. Anyone gone to mass lately? Any cracking mass? Jerry Hannon is a liar. I'm going to look up who Jerry Hannon is. Fucking Jerry Hannon's after you. Jerry Hannon. Was Jerry Hannon, Pat Kenny, and Frank McCourt going at it? 2015. What's the story with Jerry Hannon? Deleted. Like him, I loathe him. We apologize. Who is he like?
I think he's a monster cup.
Jeez,
The books
he
up
looks
there.
he looks like a man who's just stepped out of a fucking sauna. Rubber Bandits prank call Jerry Hannon. That'd be a fucking funny touch. Oh, Sean Thornton, thank you very much, mate. Fucking 20 bells. Thank you, sir. You are a very kind man. Keep this away from the tax man now. Cons. Sure, what'll I be paying? Thank you very much, Sean Thornton. A few tinnies for Quato. Start the reactor. Fucking hell, man. Open your mind. I would also love to do live streams where I can watch movies. I don't know. Obviously, it's going to be pretty illegal, but who gives a I never stopped me in the past.
Live stream movies.
But just live stream and watch your movies. You know what I mean? Watch like Total Recall. Just watch loads of like Raw Deal. You should never cook, and you should never drink and bake. Jerry Hannon versus Frank McCourt WrestleMania job. Can someone explain to me what the crack was with Jerry Hannon? Is he a writer? Sorry, that's not Schnachter. It's just I got a bit of a fucking runny nose. What is the crack with Jerry Hannon? Who is he? Is he a writer? Is he a psychic? What's the story with him? He kind of looks like one of those boys. Watch low budget copyright free ones and rip the piss out of them with live chat boys. TQ, that sounds like a fucking great idea. I could definitely do that. And if you guys have any suggestions, but is that Flex Higgins next to you there? Fucking Flex, man. He's now an apprentice in the school of hard knocks. How we fucking Mama Duck? Come here, Mama Duck. I will motorboat you. It has to be done. I heard you were doing old podcasts with Owen Colgan, and you'd be giving them mushies and a couple of toots of the jig jag. Do a Shady Ganley live stream. I fucking might do. And just have them just raving to dance music. Marty Flicks, leave it. Have an old poaching in there. Leave it for the suits to decide what's legal. Easier to ask forgiveness than permission. That's the mantra I've always lived by. Mama Duck, sorry about the motorboat. Yeah, there we go. We're back again. Good. I was like, oh, she's gone quiet. Can you do me a favour then, Marcus? Could you pass me an old Hamstad Crush from the
Hamster Crush.
Hamster Crush? Thanks very much, baby boy.
We'll go out Stuart Walsh together.
These lads have come over to the apartment to help me out. Show the dog. There is the dog. The dog.
Good dog.
There he is. A good dog. There he is. Fair play to the old Hamstad Crush.
Can I take a snooze?
You take a snooze there, good lad. So yeah, I'm about to go into town soon enough and have the crack, but I thought it'd be good crack to get the. To be quite honest with you, it's this YouTube platform is the easiest one so far. It's unfortunate. Like this laptop is 5 years old. It's seen better days. I probably need to get. Oh no, pitching today, Mikey Higgins. I'm just after opening the first one. It's the end of summer. Everyone's going back to work soon, and Andy Cap. That lad, he watched Peaky Blinders once, and then
Tom Shelby.
yeah. Peaky Blinders. I'll tell you something about Peaky Blinders. It's one of those ones where it was a period drama that used contemporary music, and it's like, it's basically like FHM magazine meets Biker Grove.
Christian Fulagi.
Yerty Hearn knows the crack. Bleak scenes inside the gold mine. So any questions, lad, before I hit the road now? Any questions at all? Big questions, small questions, and without the paintballing. Arctic Monkeys did a fine job there, though. What with the in the soundtrack? I met your man Alex Turner once doing it after a gig. He was doing this thing called The Last Shadow Puppets here in Stockholm, and myself and the Boo and French Toast were working here before. And Cillian Murphy, pointy face, and we just raided their dressing rooms. They didn't touch the food, and we there was a gang of us working for Live Nation. We just took plastic bin bags and just filled the bags with drink, food, and then it got to the point where there was staff working at the venue had like frozen food inside, like Felix pies and shit. We just took everything. We're walking down the street with a sack full of merch each. But I met him outside, was holding a glockenspiel, and I was like, sorry, where does this glockenspiel go? He was like, I don't know. I should have fucking robbed that as well.
How much is a pint in Sweden? It's about
It depends.
€8, €9.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't get the full pint for that.
Which one?
It depends on where.
86 kroner like Liffey.
Yeah, the Irish pubs are notoriously expensive in
Oh,
town.
they are. For a pint, it costs like 100 kroner or something.
Yeah.
Not unless you know the right people.
No, not.
And then it doesn't cost you much.
Exactly.
You're already hearing the boo, though. I was talking to the boo last night, and I was recanting some funny tales about the boo with some friends of mine. And then his ears must have been burning, because then he rang up. And then when I was telling the story, he was like, "Didn't really go down like that." I went, "It kind of did, but we'll say it didn't." While you're knocking about, do a little video interviewing some random Swedish shams, random questions. You know what? I might do that for the crack.
Yeah,
I nearly did.
That'd be fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I nearly did a live stream there last night. But I've realized I can do a lot more podcasts just knocking around, interviewing people with the phone, because the quality is decent. So Mark King, this is a music student of mine, and that's his brother. Coincidentally enough, this lad, I met him up in Sligo one night back in 2011.
Sligo.
Small world. And these lads are computer wizards, so I've asked them to come over, but we're struggling. So we did a test run of a live stream there, and it's very glitchy, and it's. I suspected that the hardware on this doesn't have the gusto to get us over the fucking finish line. Do you know what I mean? Podcast with Davy Cullen would be cool. Davy Cullen, man, that lad's talking up. Jade, thank you very much for the modern personal computing device. I will put this together and get myself a modern day computer device. I think what I need is a monitor. If I want to do it like full fucking...
Yeah, you can just fucking just switch between if you want to.
Yeah. So 2 monitors, a Windows, a little green screen, some lights, a Elgato Stream Deck, and then just get it done and have it done. So basically, every time I log in, it's ready to go. And then, because I really enjoy doing these podcasts, they really do. Necromancers, they do. I do enjoy them. I enjoy talking to you guys. You're a good crack, and it's what's that?
Moonshore Malone.
Moonshore. What does that mean?
Teacher.
Oh, never did the Irish. Teacher Maloney. Was I a good teacher?
Yeah, you were. You taught me a bit of guitar.
I did.
Fucking the strings.
Yeah. Yeah, these two lads, they were
started the county down.
Started the county down. Himself and his mate, they were kind of regarded as being pure fucking messers in school.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, lads, if you're in my class, I'll teach you a bit. I'll instill a bit of confidence, and I'll tell you stuff about the fucking outside world. You won't get off the fucking curriculum. Josh Richards, thank you very much. Cheers from Houston, Texas. All the way there in Houston. Houston, we got a problem with the old hard drive on this. But do you know what? I think maybe I'll just do some live streams with mates of mine, just have the crack over here in Sweden. And like yesterday, there was a bit of an Irish trad session going on in Wiestrom's pub. And after a while, it just fucking started turning into the same song over and over and over again. I was like, my mate Jerry was working behind the bar, and I was like, "You're in bad form, Jerry." And he's like, "Yeah, fucking listen to that for 3 hours." It's like, fair enough. And I just kept doing this, going, isn't that called grooming? Mama Duck, why have you got a mind like a sewer? When I'm going to put you over my knee when I see you and just... Do you know what I mean?
Houston schmacks.
How did you manage to dodge Irish? Well, I started school in Ireland when I was on my 13th birthday. Oh, 1 second now, bear with me. How are you, Johnny? How are you doing, mate? Oh, good stuff. I'll be in about half an hour, I'd say. I got it waylaid with this technical setup, but looking forward to coming in and hanging out. See you soon, my man. Bye. That lad there, he runs a company driving Ferraris and Lamborghinis. So we'll have to go out there and do a bit of spinning in a Lambo. Jeff Bezos is coming in. Want to get Jeff Bezos, man? I'll bend him over my knee and I'll do this to him. Quattro got scared there. There has been no threats of bombings today, so that's good. We're doing well. These lads were telling me, they were telling me that your man who drove the truck down in, the Boom Boom boy who drove the truck down Drottninggatan and killed a rake of people. Apparently, he got bummed in jail.
Drop the soap.
Dropped a bit of soap in there.
Dude, well, it was his own fault for bringing an arse into prison.
Of course.
So, Mama Duck be a wrongin'. Chris Gavigan, how are you? Chris Gavigan, the henchman. He's. Can I give you a quick bell, Chris, just to really enjoy the crack? Prefab sprout fast cars. Threats of bombing. Dude,
Mixie Turbo versus Lambo.
I'm going ringing Gavigan now. Yeah, Gavigan.
Gavigan.
I'm going ringing you, and if you don't answer, I'll put you over me knee and Mama Duck you. Here we go, it's Gavigan. Gavigan is a Stetsode. We have to give him a ring. Is actually maybe get Gavigan and Stateside. I know you're there, Chris. I know you're watching. Fuck you, Gavigan. You let me down there, hey. I'll tell you a funny story about Jimmy Carr. Back in 2009, the night before myself and the lads did the first Hardy Bucks live show for the Bulmers International Comedy Festival. Your man Lorcan Hines from Foxford, he's like, lads, this is the Bulmers International Comedy Festival. I'll take it to meet Jimmy Carr. So we went down to the Olympia and Jimmy Carr was playing, and we'd been at UCD. We did like this live meet and greet thing in UCD. And straight after then, we all did a fucking bungee jump just to really push the envelope. So late that day, we went to the student union bar and we just got lushed up. And then we took this lad, Dara. I won't give the last name out, but he's from Swinford. And he was in college in UCD. So we brought him in with us. And brought the nagging in. We were having a few lushes down the back of the Olympia. And Jimmy Carr was asking for other euphemisms that we used in to up the bum. You know, that's what he was saying. And I shouted, up the council gritter. And then Jimmy Carr goes, up the council gritter. And next thing, there he is. Oh,
The doggy.
So next thing, you know, there was a bit of back and forth with Jimmy Carr, and your man Dara was a bit too pissed up. And then he shouts in the middle of this thing, Jimmy Carr is a fucking cunt. Jimmy didn't say anything back to him then. But it was one of those times where you just wanted the ground to swallow you up. So Jimmy Carr, the funny man in commerce. Do you know what I hate? I'll show you. Look at this. I'll show you what I fucking hate. This kind of shite now. I'll show you the crack. I'll show you the crack now, boy. I'll show you the crack. 8 out of 10 cats. So look at these. Look, there's always these funny looking. Aha! Look at me. Aha! I'm getting paid soft fucking dollar. Who is that fucking lad? Tell you what he needs. He needs to be absolutely smashed in. Sorry about that. Jimmy Carr there, man. I heard the owl pair from Ireland. Yeah. But it's these ones where, look at this lad, right? You see that? Can someone tell me who that blonde lad there is? If you can zoom in. Him. I don't even get a right look at him. What's his name? Chris. Is it Chris? All right, chat's mangled. Let me see if I.
Jimmy Carr, he bullies kids.
Big teeth, Essex man. He bullies kids. He's a fucking shit, man. Just.
Jim, 8 out of 10 crop cash.
All right, let's see.
They should be talking about
these like these. Oh, here he is.
Tomberg.
When you see the fucking face on this lad, man.
It's our panelist's job to guess the most talked about people of the last year. Rob's team. Who do you think the nation should be talking about? Greta?
You see this lad here, right? Who's he? I've always wanted, like, that lad, right? Copyright inbound. Fuck them. They took my political ADHD video down that took me 3 fucking weeks to edit, and I contested the violation of whatever fucking guideline strikes with YouTube, and my contested message was "ain't nothing wrong," and then they rejected it and permanently deleted my video. That took me 3 fucking weeks to do. But that dude there, right, the blonde chap, Sean Thornton says that blonde chap is a gimp. Who cares what his name is? His job is to be funny, and he can't even get that right. You know what that guy looks like? Do you ever see it when people they put like googly eyes on their chins and then film themselves upside down? That's what his face looks like. It looks like if you were to take a potato.
He's got more teeth than a crocodile.
Teeth than a crocodile. Do you know what? Yeah, you see all these videos like of people cut together by Photoshop merchants. Gary Boozy's love child. But you know that, like, you get someone whose job it is to edit the thumbnail, and everyone's just going having great crack, but it's all pre-scripted shite, and you'll never get anyone doing what people like me do.
Upside down googly head.
Upside down googly head. I wouldn't be allowed on TV. I'm too much of a loose cannon. I'd definitely go above and beyond. I'd probably deliberately try and get kicked out of a TV show like 8 to 10 Cats. I'd probably go in and say, "You gang of cunts," or something, and they'd be like, "What are you doing? You can't say that. That you know you shouldn't say that." I'd be like, "I'm sorry, I just did." And you know, fuck it, man. I'd rather be somewhere knocking around on the internet, just like low key, say what I'd like, than have my hands tied, going, "Oh, branding deals." But yeah, and that's why
Buy this new product.
Any good improv moments that are in the Hardy Book series? Yeah, like half of the original stuff. I was watching the interview scene or the interview episode last night, and there's like a few parts of it, like when they go up to the shed, "You will fight the Viper," and then that storyline just has nothing to do with anything. It's gone. He's like, "Thanks for the job, Mick." An interesting piece of trivia about Hardy Books for you all as well is that Lexus is my cousin, and the dragon is Lexus's first cousin as well. So Lexus is both of our cousins. So there you go. So a guy got in here. "Hey Martin, are you interested in that Stream Deck?"
All right. I sent him your number.
Yeah. So there's I'm going to buy a Stream Deck, which is hopefully something. If I can get this shit sorted out with the computer, I can just like click on different links and scenes, and it should make the streaming process a little bit
Wait,
more.
did you write in Swedish?
He wrote in Swedish.
Oh.
I just translated.
Surprised there, 'cause I chat in Swedish.
8 out of 10 chats are great. Howdy lads, what's the crack? Cactus Rider, you're very welcome. Eggy James. Was Dragon at the Viper's funeral? He was via Skype.
Can you tell a story what happened to the Skyline?
The Skyline belonged to a lad called Paul O'Connell in French Park. He was a panel beater, and I think he sold it then on Dundee, and it might have gone back up to Donegal. So that was that. So that was the crack. Now he's like a white Samuel L. Jackson. I love the way he was wearing the hat with Paris, and he was like, "I'm in there, fucking don't." I'll tell you a funny story. He had a fight apparently years ago with ex-Mayo manager John Mahon. Apparently, John Mahon came into Rockies and Castlebar with the Mayo team. And he was like, give these fucking lads drinks on the house. And apparently, Wayne was like this gone, "Yeah, fucking, and who's going to be paying for the drinks, Jack?" Apparently, they worked together in Castlebar. And apparently, John grabbed the dragon by the neck, pinned him up against the wall. And the dragon was drinking two glasses of vodka Red Bull. And he was like, I'll fucking do it. So good crack. I was training both sound lads. Unfortunately, they didn't see eye to eye on that occasion. That was many, many years ago, sometime in the mid 2000s. But I wish them both well. Wayne and John Mahon, great lads. I did a fair bit of training with John Mahon in Loughlana Gym. And I tell you what, that man's a fit man, ex-army. What's Salmon at these days? Apparently, Salmon's got a new woman, an Argentinian woman. And she's not bad. Apparently, that was the quote I got from Tommy Boo. So fair play to Tommy Boo. Wish him well. So in terms of podcasts, I did like 2 podcasts, half of which I did on last Friday night's live stream here with Owen. But Owen, for some reason, he loses the internet and you don't see him again then, and he doesn't try to get back on, which is strange. But I'll see if I can hash those two together. And I have this quasi-failed interview with legendary guitarist Stevie Clausen, which it's very fucking funny. But he was like, "We'll do it again, man. If he refuses to do it again, I'm just gonna stick it up as is. I think it's too good, and it's raw. You know what I mean? It's like it's the kind of thing you want to hear. Salmon Forever, Out in the Night. Has it helped you out by Hardy Books being on Netflix?" Asked Josh Richard. To be honest with you, Josh, I don't really, not really. I mean, maybe it has. It's definitely boosted the confidence up, as we know now. It's a international level production. So it's been taken seriously by Netflix. So that was a nice boost for the morale. It definitely offers a bit of clout. Owen's got about 17 podcasts, to be fair. Yeah, he's fucking, man. That guy he's on podcasts day and night. He's all over the place. The Viper coming onto the podcast at some stage. I doubt it, mate. To be honest with you, me and him haven't spoken for 2 years. It's not me who he just doesn't really speak to any of us anymore. I think he's gone the way of the hermit. He likes what he's doing by himself. He does well. Hats off to him. Best of luck to him. Just ask him. I know what the answer would be. I wouldn't even get a response if I was to ask him, which is sad. But what can you do? Did you get cash off the Netflix boys? Oh, sure. I've got a fucking Lamborghini parked outside the house. Hey, I'm gonna look on my Oi, Maloney's Digest. My podcast is awesome. Mama Duck, put a link to your podcast there for any of the viewers. Mama Duck has a podcast. Hit us with the name quick. Don't fuck about. Stick the link in there now. Quick. I can hear you typing. Type faster. The Fiat Lamborghini. It's just a Fiat Seicento with fucking Lamborghini badges and Italian stickers. And on the back of it, it's just got a touch of class.
Fiat made the engines for the Lamborghinis back in the day.
Oh, was that in the Countach?
No, before then.
Really?
Yeah.
Apparently, the Dodge Viper was a 12.
The Dodgy Viper.
The Dodge Viper. There we go. Seanine has So have a listen to this podcast with Mama Duck. Tough ass, but apparently the Dodge Viper was a truck engine that was engineered by Lamborghini for Chrysler. So a little bit of trivia there for you. I would love to fucking, my dream job is to do a video or to present a series like Top Gear minus the fucking wanky shots, just straight up. This is the car, the stats, and then just razz it round and have the crack. Like Top Gear got a bit too up its own arse with all these fucking sweeping shots and dramatic music and Clarkson and all those fucking pub talkers. You know what I mean?
Lambo made tractors back in the day.
And they still do.
Do they?
Yeah.
What came about? Okay, he made tractors. I don't know what his first name was, but Lamborghini was his last name.
Enzo Lamborghini.
No, Enzo Ferrari. He bought a Ferrari.
Steve Lamborghini. Jump in here, Marcus, man. Jump in, man. He's
fine.
Look at him over there, man. Look at him. Do you see? Look at him. Just in the corner, chilling like a villain. The Allman Brothers. Those lads smoke weed spliffs.
Oh, no.
Nice. It's in Sweden.
Shaking chronic under the nose.
That's not allowed in Sweden. Did you ever climb the Reek Boys?
The Reek Boys.
Yeah, did you ever climb Crow Patrick with bare feet?
No, jeez, no.
Did you ever climb Crow Patrick while smacking yourself with those cables for putting up net curtains, those white ones? Did you ever go, just climbing up the hill just to make it worse? The Lambo Boys are in town. There was a crew in the Hardy Books that didn't make it. They were going to be called the Rally Boys. They used to have a load of boy racer cars, but since the recession, they didn't have the money to have cars. So they were all reduced to driving around on bicycles, and now they're known as the Sir Walter Rally Boys. If I'm not mistaken, he was the inventor of the bicycle. Declan Schlug, it's the BTK killer, hey. Skin up there, hey, says Mikey Higgins. Should install a cable car. Mama Duck, to be fair, I tune in for yourself. Owen is just a bonus. Oh, that's praising Shawnee. Donnie Macca, I'm trying to understand your accent, lad. Ha ha ha. Cactus Rider. That lad's right. The founder at Lamborghini bought a Ferrari and got the old brush off by Enzo Ferrari. Apparently was quite a prick, hey. So he started Lamborghini. I love the sound of that, man.
Well, like what happened was he bought an Enzo Ferrari and the clutch was shite, and he bought a Ferrari and he went to Enzo and said, "Listen, your clutch is shite." And he was like, "Yeah, but you drive tractors, you know, I have to drive a Ferrari." And he was like, "Fuck you." So he founded Lamborghini's automobiles then.
Do you know what?
And now he's a competitor.
I love that kind of story. Do you know what I mean?
Fuck you know what I mean?
I mean, obviously, I haven't driven a sports car like that. I don't know if many of you guys have, but what would you prefer, a Lamborghini or Ferrari? I think Lamborghinis have more. But a Lamborghini has more. It's just one of them fucking else, a Lamborghini. Whereas a Ferrari, it's like, ooh. But a Lamborghini just seems to be a bit more.
The Lamborghini's more swanky. And
it's more swanky.
And then the Ferrari's more swanky. And the Lamborghini more aggressive, you know, sporty.
Yeah.
I prefer Mitzi Turbo.
I tell you what, I was looking at second-hand Honda NSXs. Man, they're going for like 200 grand nowadays. It's fucking insane money. The reek barefoot is an experience. You need a schelp of pints at the pub beside the car park after. I'd say you do. People are like climbing the reek with a pair of shoes on is hard enough, like, but to take the shoes off and go barefoot, that's just taking the piss, man. But then if you get an old kettle lead and start going, it's even worse. And just be punching yourself and going, oh, I'm sorry I was ever born. Kuntash with the Cannonball Run Girls. Ooh, fucking Burt Reynolds' job.
Take a Massey 35. Yeah.
Massey 35 job. Yeah, that lad knows how to drive tractors with bale and spikes. Front loader job. Shout out to OC slinging tins in the offie to the boys on a warm day. TQ knows well the crack. Well, this has been good old fucking crack. This was an impromptu touch. The Honda Jazz, says Max Darwin. Are the Honda, aren't they like the equivalent of the MG Roadster? They're like a small kind of like the MR2, a two-seater cabriolet. And then there was those S2000 Hondas that came out there a couple of years ago. They're great drift jobs. I tell you who I met once with Owen Colgan. Same day I met Mick McCarthy, sound fella, and Mick McCarthy's son, Michael McCarthy, also a really cool dude. We met Shane Lynch. We did an interview with Shane Lynch from Boyzone, and the woman who was filming it got offended at the questions. And Shane Lynch was fucking brilliant crack. He was coming out with some real dingers, real great jokes. And then Yawan sat on the footage and we never got it back off her. So that was a real waste of some quality stuff, should we say. So I climbed Karen Tool in me socks. There was not a fucking stitch of a heel nor toe left in those socks after, I tell you. Liam Murphy. Yes, Martin, looking well, horse. Thank you very much, Liam. Liam, good to have you on the job. You're doing well there. He's a good moderator. He keeps, I want to say, all the mods here, you're good skins, man. You know, they're not like those. There's a few mods you go into live chats and they're just like, we're the mods. We are the mods. So, savory Lambo job. So that's about it. I think we're coming up to 45 minutes. I'll keep it medium but sweet. I've got to go and meet a few fucking skins in town. I might take the dog to the pub with me for the crack. That could actually be a bit of a pain in the hole later on, but we'll see. What's up from your Twitter buddy over here in Florida? Blaze one for you boys across the lake. Oh, Luna Mods. That lad goes surfing every day down in the southwest Atlantic. That's a nice touch, man. Or the Midwest Atlantic. Good on you, mate. Good on you. You're very welcome here on the live chat. Sure, it must be about what? 12 o'clock in the afternoon there now, hey. Kevin Murphy, Liam Murphy, a Murphy zone. Actually, my grandmother was a Murphy as well, so I'm a quarter Murphy. So add that into your. She was from Limerick, so I'm a quarter Limerick. Come back on later. I might do a little stream from the pub later on. Let's see what the crack is. My friend got drafted into the NHL out of high school. 300k signing bonus. Took 100k. It had some new NSX at school a few weeks later, back in the 90s. He said it was driving a race car. Oh, man, being a teenager with a fucking NSX. Wow, NHL, man. That's just... my friend Niall, two of his cousins, they're called Lopez, and they're both professional NBA basketball players. They're both 7'9". Luna Mods always welcome me at 1 p.m. Fair dues, fair dues. The Bull McCabe, don't you dare think about bidding on my field, you outsider. Come here, Tom Behrens, you got a bad doing, man. Graham Russell, Jack Russell snapping at the heels of a Rottweiler. Do you know what? I'm going to have to, for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, before we go, I'll sign you off with some words of wisdom from Danny Dyer and Stephen French. Because Graham Russell, there's actually, and you guys should check this out, there's a YouTube channel called Many Faced God. And he does impressions of Stephen French, the ad man from Liverpool. The will to crush your enemies. Stephen French, Danny G.
TQ is Stephen French.
TQ is Stephen French. Stephen Frenchy. Right, here we go. Drug dealers.
Knuckle boxers, gangsters, drug dealers.
Drug dealers.
I mean, you wouldn't want to stay right now, would you?
When I seen my own son's blood being collected
in
a container, the big, bad, wicked devil Frenchman blubbered like a baby. Jack Russell's snapping at the heels of a Rottweiler. In my heart,
in my mind, in my soul, in my kukuru.
The demon that I can summon on in an instant was there in the cage, man. There in the cage. I always wear a suit, Danny. I always wear a suit. The fire, the will to
crush your enemies
is still there. Subterfuge and misdirection, right between my oldest friends.
Check out the G. When you see the G in this font, look at that for a G.
So jealous of, so envious of. The greenness is oozing out of you. Fuck this. Let's do it again then. And I can remember raising my head to the sky and letting out a primeval roar of victory.
Music.
But the people that come for me, they're not going to come with Ludo and Tiddlywinks. Yeah?
Ludo and Tiddlywinks.
45 pump popping shotguns is what's going to be the recipe for me. Do you get me? Yeah? Every ounce of my fiber, every ounce of my warrior being, yeah, pulled out to attack and wreak havoc. It's a lovely little motor, that though, isn't it?
7:30. It's workhorse.
This is one hard nigga to kill. This is one hard nigga to kill. If you don't pay me the money that you fucking owe me, I'm gonna snap your legs in about 4 places. I'd lift up my balaclava and say, "It's me, the devil. What are you gonna do about it?"
There's going to be tears before bedtime.
So there you go. Primeval Tiddlywinks. I'd love to get Stephen French on. Marcus there, mate. You alright, lad?
Hello.
That lad knows about good drifting. I once seen him driving the fucking skyline around Ballinschlag. Stephen French robbed an N-word pass. Every ounce of all brand fiber in my lower intestines smoothed out the famous of logs. Anyway, look, guys, you've been fucking great. For all of you who have donated as well, thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated as well. Please give this a thumbs up. Hit the bell so you know I'm on, basically. And nice to have Scorpio's crew on today. Tell them to get back to their corner. Scorpio boys. I fucking know about fucking concert. Fucking all about something here, man. How did the interview go? It's fucking alright, man. Good night and God bless. Can't update Chrome. Reinstall Chrome. I'll talk to you later. Mark Clerkin. Good night and God bless. Leave the chat up for later. Good lad.
You streaming later, eh?
Yeah.
A lot of lads were saying streaming later.
Yeah, you know what? I might do a bit of don't be censoring like stateside revenge. Nah, you know what? Like yeah, I will. Oh yeah, this will go up, man. I'll leave this one up. Definitely, man. I'll put this one up. It's just sometimes when you get stateside on, he has a lot of very colourful language that is a bit spicy. But good to see you, James Thompson, class beer. Thanks very much, man. Pure Celtic dream shite. Look at that. That's not bad teeth. It's just snooze. These ones are new jobs. They're called Gull Flavor. And it says here, open and read. What am I reading here?
Inspired by General.
Let's see what it says. What kind of insights? It's like a scratch card. The new one, a closer snooze experience. Thinner paper, bigger snoozes. Tastier taste. Or powerful taste. So that was really worth lifting that up just to know that. Snoozer. I like my bodies prima fint. Quit Stalin. All the other taxamica quit Stalin. Where are you from yourself? You Swedish, yeah? I like my bodies prima fint. There's 50 viewers. Time for a can. 50 viewers. I think we hit 55 at one stage, yeah. It'd be nice. See you in my dreams, Maloney's Digest, says Mama Dog. I'll shift to a new asshole. It's one of my favorite stateside lines. Shall we see what kind of, before you leave, I'll read a few messages out from Stateside's more recent WhatsApp messages, and we'll see what he was saying. Gavigan said, internet fucked, he said, so he won't be answering that. Stateside. Okay, we have some things. He sent me some absolute filth that he was talking to his Philippine girlfriend. Liam Murphy, thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Very kind of you, sir. And pounds as well. I like it. I'll read just some of this, but I won't go into complete detail. Yes, it's so wonderful. Don't you dare move. Yes, babe, on my arse. I'm leaving my blank in your blank. Great. Ooh, yeah. Yes, babe, leave it. Yes, baby, I'll stay there for 30 minutes. It's okay. So these were some of the messages that he was sending me. And then I just wrote, he wrote, good morning after that. And I wrote, fair play, you're a proper perv. No, man, she's a perv. She made a page with my name on it. I'm her master and king, and she's 31. And then the next day, hi. Oh, this is like at like 20 or like 10:30. Hi, good morning. It's okay for yourself or James Durkin or Kilcoyne or Rory Kennedy or David Henry to go off and ride women. But when Stateside tries to do it, I'm a perv, am I? It's only phone sex. It's not real life. But as I just said, it's okay for all ye lads to ride women. But I'm a perv if I do. Ooh, if I try it. But if ye try it. Just pulling women, is it? Lol, lol, lol. Haha, what is it? My makeup or what? My hair, my weight. How am I a perv? Kilcoyne was particularly with half of Ballina through the years. And I was never with even one woman down there. All I ever had over them was fame and photos. Not that I even tried anyway. But this Philippine woman, she's all I ever had. And hopefully I will stay with her for life. I told you before, I'm literally that good looking. I could never ever get a woman. I figured it out because my photos are all stunning. And even in real life, in a person, when I talk to women, I moved to Manila. I have 3 or 4 women every day and night. Just 4 hours I'm in Manila. And I was with a woman last February because they're real ladies. Not rat poison Irish dirt cum trash bags. Ha 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 ha. Now, have a nice day. Read that. Call again, Martin. Hi, I miss you too. I'm extremely intelligent. I love John Travolta. I love you. I miss you. Hi, good morning. How are you? And there's a picture of his girlfriend there. Aww. Man, seriously, don't be wanking over my woman. Just be happy for me. Come on, man, please. Don't you dare be flirting with her. Don't even think about it, dude. Don't you ever go there. Please, just have respect for me and be happy for me. I trust you, Martin. Even if you were left alone with her drinking, I'd still trust you because you are a famous actor and I respect you. You're a top-class actor. You are a film star. You're the best. You're a handsome man. I've all the time in the world for you. Thanks so much for the fame. It just keeps going on, man. So fair play to him. He's got a lot of good time for me. Does he? Hopefully it's true love, man. Jesus, he's some dodgy incel sham. You know what? I have to hit the road now, guys, because I was supposed to meet the dude like an hour ago. But hey, manana, Irish timekeeping. Yeah. Lucky enough, Mark has a car. He said he'd go drop me in. All right, come here. I really fucking respect you all. I love doing these podcasts or these live streams. I think they're great crack. This was an impromptu nearly up to the hour, so fair play to you. It's young Phelan, the Phelan brothers.
Sligo boys.
Sligo boys don't stop. These lads are allergic to drifting. But it was a nice little touch. I should do some of these earlier in the day. They're good crack. But thanks very much. Give the old thumbs up and like and subscribe, all that jazz. And tell your friends if they're interested in a bit of crack to subscribe to.
Maybe a live stream tonight.
Maybe a live stream tonight. We'll see. All right, chams. I'll talk to you. Thanks very much for sticking around. I'll talk to you soon. Good night. God bless. Tosh you on.